Welcome, quilters! Let's talk Greek keys. Have you ever wanted to create this lovely design? And you can. It's a little tedious with straight lines, so you know my answer. I made a tool for that. Right here, what we call the nested square spiral. Let's see how it works. So again, we have easy to see lines. We have fabric gripping action, all of which makes this easier. So the first thing I'm going to do is line up my tool. Now I'm not going to line up, in this case, the stitch line right here, because my stitch line is here. This is just a registration line. You could, if you wanted it to be floating above your seam, if you wanted it on your seam, you would be down here. So in this case, let's go above the seam. I'm going to go ahead and line up there on the stitch line. And first part is really quite simple. You're going to stitch all the way around to the inside. Now when you stitch around, make sure you're coming to stops, to your corners, all the way into your corners, stopping and changing your direction. That's how you get crisp corners. What you don't want to do is run your foot around that edge. If you run around this corner, you will get a rounded corner, whereas I'm going out to the corners on the outside edge and then changing my direction, I'm getting crisp corners all the way to the inside. Now, if you're the type of person that says, I need to see that on paper, check out our website. We have free downloadable instructions on how to do this on paper. So I've come to the end. I'm going to slide my template down, not adjusting anything else, just slide it straight down, making sure everything is parallel to the stitch lines already there. We're going to stitch one more time down to the corner. I am going to rotate my template or twist my template clockwise. All right, keep in that corner. Over to the next corner. Rotate clockwise again. And you want to be going up, so you need to move your template so that you have a pathway stitching up. I'm going to go up one. Rotate clockwise one more time, staying in that corner. You should be pretty close to on the stitch lines, but not quite. Go to the only corner available to you. Then move your template until all of your vertical lines, registration lines on your template are lined up with your stitched lines. You may need to stitch over just one or two stitches. Once you're in that corner, you're going to rotate counterclockwise. You're going to stitch down. Now you want to move your template down until all the stitch lines are on your registration lines. So you can see I'm on every stitch line, both vertical and horizontal. Once you're there, you're stitching all the way out. And when I go to do the outside piece here, I do grab onto that foot to keep it even. We're going to stitch all the way to the outer edge, stopping there. Turn your template counterclockwise and bring yourself down. See how I'm still lined up on my stitch lines. I'm stopping where my stitch line is. Counterclockwise, line up on my line, and repeat. I'm moving a little further over so that I have room to come back in, and I'm lining up with the stitch line that came down. And voila, you have a simple Greek key. Now I'd like to show you real quick the difference if you're not going all the way into your corners. If you instead go around a corner, you are going to get rounded corners on your Greek key. Now maybe that's the look that you want, but if you want crisp corners, you can see the difference when I went into my corners, going into the corners each time versus going around a corner. Which design you want, that's for you to decide. Now, if you have ever taken a class from me, you will know that I am all about templates being able to do more than one thing. So if you don't want to do all that turning and stitching and coming back out, then we can do this design. It's simple, it's easy, and it's so much fun. So now I'm going to line up my template in a much, much different way. I'm putting my foot on this line. I'm putting this portion of the template on the line and getting all those corners, all the outside corners on the line. And the one I'm mainly concerned about is this outer corner here on the line and this corner here on the line. So needless to say, you can make variations depending on where you line it all up. Try out different ideas, see what you like. If you use a different variation, just remember to mark your template so you do it the same way each time. So what we're going to do is we're going to stitch to the inside. Now you will note I'm not on the center line, so I'm going to move my template until I can get on the center line. Now I'm back where I started. Off comes the template, reline it up, same registration marks, this corner and that corner, all on my line. Go back into the center. And last one. Since this is my last one, I'm just going to stop it at that stitch line so I have a finished look. Quick, fast, and easy. Just what you need for your borders. So the nested square spiral, like many of our tools, come in 3 different thicknesses. And you will note that they all have this extra little piece in them. And if you're wondering why, it's really quite simple. If we package it without that little piece, the packaging will close up that area, and when you get it and try and use it, it's going to break. So they always come with that extra little piece attached to it. 1/8 inch is for your low shank machines, Singer, Pfaff, Viking. 3/16 is for your mid shank machines, some low shanks, some high shanks. I know that Baby Lock low shanks use the 3/16. Some Genomes use the 3/16, and some Jukis use them. And your 1/4 inch is for your high shank machines, and your long arm machines. I hope you enjoyed the nested square spiral, and please have fun. Try out different things, and I would love to see what you ladies and gentlemen are doing.